guys? Anthony here with Empire Music, empiremusic.com. Showing you another really killer bass out of the Fender Custom Shop. We have been getting loads of Custom Shop through the store here. Tellys, Strats, a couple really nice jazz basses. So if you saw one of my videos that came out probably last week, it was a Daphne Blue 66 jazz bass. This is its brother or sister, however you want to look at it. Fantastic instruments. This one's just in aged black. Right out of the box, always fun to play. I always say it with Fender Custom Shop stuff. Very rarely do they disappoint. In fact, I don't think I've ever picked a bass up right out of the box and been disappointed at all. They're really something special. I own a P bass out of the series, fantastic instruments. It's a real joy to play. This is no exception. So, 66 jazz bass, not stack knob, not the 2-knob setup. We got the traditional, what everyone thinks of when they have a jazz bass with the 3-knob setup. So what's going on down here? We have aged black finish, still a little bit of like case dust on there. Get that off of there. Journeyman relic packaging. I love Journeyman relicing because I feel like it's like your perfect middle ground between like a heavy relic or even like a standard relicing where you have some wood showing through and some really kind of worn parts to the instrument. With the Journeyman relicing, you get a couple little dings and bumps on there, a little bit of finish checking that you may or may not. There's really not much checking on this one, just a touch, but just, yeah, so you can see a little bit on the back, probably not in the camera, but a couple little dings and bruises in there, which I like. Under the hood, you have hand wound jazz bass Custom Shop pickups. As I say in all my videos, anytime you play an instrument with hand wound pickups in it, chances are it's gonna sing. They really tailor those things in to just sound perfect for the era. So this has all the punch and like that beautiful mid-range warmth that I think a mid-60s J bass should have. Or 70s has a little bit more like upper mid-range and punch. I feel like the 60s stuff really just gets you a little bit warmer of an instrument. I love them. So a lot of fun to play. So you have your tone, volume, hand wound jazz bass pickups in there. Torque guard on black, gotta love it. Torque guard on any color just about for me is good. Other than Tort. What if it was Tort on Tort? I've never seen that before. Custom Shop, make one. Really cool. Neck binding on there, a little bit worn out on the top. Really nice finish on the back of the neck. You have that little bit of like where kind of this nitro finish is kind of worn out on that thing. Beautiful. 7 1/4 radius on the neck. 6105 frets if I recall correctly. Rift sawn neck. I think I failed to mention that in the Daphne Blue video, which I'll also put a link to that up here or down here. And rift sawn, so basically that's like the sturdiest neck. So it goes like flat sawn where the grains are going right with it, quarter sawn where they're on an angle, and rift sawn where you're fully cut against the grain. So you have a really stable, rigid neck. So this is not going to be very temperamental, not as most Custom Shop instruments. They're not temperamental instruments because they're made from super high quality woods. But rift sawn's very rigid, and you can kind of feel that in the instrument. The ever classic Lollipop tuners on there. Super cool touch on that. Rosewood board, obviously. So what I was playing in the intro there, and I was digging pretty hard, was kind of both pickups wide open. And I probably had tone back on about 90, 85 maybe. That's where I kind of found a sweet spot when I was warming up for the video. I do warm up, although it doesn't sound like it sometimes. So we'll go wide open now, just bring a little bit more punch and a little bit more top end out of this thing. I'll kind of play kind of in a similar style there. And I'll go through varying amounts of digging or like laying back off the string. So get that responsiveness that I always talk about from an instrument. And I'll lay out a little bit. I'm just gonna let you hear that bloom right of the note when we dig. So again, the responsiveness of the bass, based off of your attack. How round that gets when you move up into there in like the dub reggae kind of style. Pretty cool. That's a far cry from this tone, I feel like. Right? I'm moving my hand 2 inches, but it's super responsive from that perspective, which I love. We'll roll some tone back away, so I'll go about 50% tone, if I'm guessing right. Cool, so still wide open, but tone on kind of halfway. Oh, never forget with a pick too, so I'll go back up. It's a wide open tone, so tone back to 100. Man, that's a crystal clear tone, both pickups wide open. So, what has been like my recently favorite tone right now going, and even at home, I don't have a custom shop J bass, but I do own a nice American J bass. Front pickup by itself, and like, I'm loving, it's like a P bass, almost with like a little bit more snarl and kind of grit to it. This thing sounds killer when I was warming up. Hopefully it still does, but I can't see why it would change, as Brent laughs back there. I'm gonna roll tone back a little bit, so we're gonna say about 80% on that. Again, like I think I probably said this in one of the last videos, that is like really, really, really cool tone. I would love to have that tone in the arsenal, like this level of it, but I digress. I'm gonna improvise real quick. I'm gonna put some overdrive on that because I think it's gonna be killing. Okay, I'm sold on that. All right, so quick little detour there. So we'll go back. Pick. So front pickup with a pick. blame the poor pick playing on this guard. Let's all just leave it right there. Okay, bridge pickup now. So, and again, like I always say, when we have the guards on there, actually not an excuse, I should just be able to play better. But I would normally attack this way back by the bridge, kind of right over the pickup, because you have kind of the ashtray cover on here. It's going to be right in front of it. Bring some tone back up. So tone on full, no neck pickup, full bridge pickup. Check what the harmonics are like. Super cool, super throaty, as you would expect out of a bass like this from that era of this build quality. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Take a second, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. We're doing a ton of product demos, trying to put a lot of good content out there for you guys. If you need anything, check us out at empiremusic.com. In that website, we now have a kind of a Ask an Expert feature where you can talk to myself, Todd, or Joe. You can request any one of us and we'll answer the question for you, kind of in like a chat mode on the website. You can email me. It's Anthony@EmpireMusic. Well, hold on there. It was Anthony at EmpireMusicOnline.com. Now that we have the new website, stay tuned for that. Jump on the website, start a chat tab. I'll get at you. Call me at the shop, 412-343-5299. I'll answer any questions that you have. We can talk bass. We can talk tellies. We can talk strats. Talk whatever you want. And always cut you a good deal on the stuff. We have a killing Fender custom shop selection, 36 months, same as cash, and a ton of knowledge here within the confines of this lovely store in Pittsburgh, PA. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.